Hello, students. How are you? Good. Okay. So, welcome to my next lecture, grade 10, topic life process. I hope my previous lecture is clear to you. So, today we will discuss the rest part of the chapter. So, today we will discuss respiration in brief. So, respiration is the process by which food is burned in the cell of the body with the help of oxygen to release energy. It takes place in the mitochondria of the cell, which is known as powerhouse of the cell. The energy released during respiration is used to make ATP molecule, which is adenosine triphosphate, from ADP, adenosine diphosphate, and inorganic phosphate. You can see in the equation ADP plus inorganic phosphate, which give rise to ATP molecule. Energy in the stored in the cell in the form of ATP molecule. When the cells need the energy, that ATP is broken down into ADP plus energy. Now, types of the respiration. There are two types of the respiration, aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic respiration take place in the presence of oxygen. It produces more energy. The end product are carbon dioxide, water and energy. It take place in most organisms. You can see in the equation, glucose is converted into the pyruvate in the cytoplasm and in the presence of oxygen. Then, in the presence of oxygen, pyruvate is converted into the carbon dioxide, water and energy in the mitochondria. Now, second, anaerobic respiration, which is take place in the absence of oxygen, it produces less energy, and the end product are lactic acid or ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy. It take place in the muscle cell and the yeast. You can see in the equation, in the muscle cell, glucose is converted into pyruvate, and in the absence of oxygen, pyruvate is converted into lactic acid and energy. Next equation, you can see glucose is converted into pyruvate, and the absence of oxygen is converted into ethanol and carbon dioxide and energy. Now you can see the breakdown of glucose by various pathways. Firstly, 6 carbon molecule glucose is converted into 3 carbon molecule of the pyruvate. Then in the presence of oxygen, it will convert into carbon dioxide, water and energy. And in the lack of oxygen, it will convert into lactic acid and energy. And in the absence of oxygen, it will convert into the ethanol and plus carbon dioxide plus energy, which is also known as the fermentation process. In the presence of oxygen, it will proceed into mitochondria. In lack of oxygen, it will proceed into muscle cell. In absence, it will proceed into the yeast. Now, respiration in human. The main organ of respiratory system are the nostril. I told you what is nostril. Nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, lungs and the diaphragm. In the picture, you will see the respiratory apparatus. All the part is labeled in this pictures. After that, we will discuss the air enters through the nostrils and the hair and the mucus trap the dust particle. It then passes through the pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi and enter the lungs. The trachea has rings of cartilage which prevent it from the collapsing. When there is no air in the trachea, the bronchi divide it into small tubes called bronchioles, which ends into teeny air sacs called alveoli. The alveoli is supplied with blood vessels through which exchange gases take place, and the alveoli help to increase the surface area for the exchange of the gases. Now, mechanism of the breathing. When we breathe in air, the muscles of the diaphragm contract, as you can see in the first diagram, and the moves downward, and the chest cavity expand and air enter into the lungs. In the second picture, you can see that when we breathe out air, the muscles of the diaphragm relax and move upward, and the chest cavity contract and air goes out of the lungs. This activity you can perform and you will see your diaphragm position will change. In breathe in, diaphragm moves upward, and in the breathe out, diaphragm relax. Now, transportation. Transportation in human being. The main transport system in human being is the circulatory system. It consists of blood, arteries, veins, capillaries and the heart. So what is blood? Blood basically transport food, oxygen and waste product. It consists of plasma, RBCs, WBCs and the platelets. Plasma transport food, water, carbon dioxide, nitrogenous waste, etc. And RBCs transport oxygen, and white blood cell kill the harmful microbe and protect the body, and platelets help in the clotting of the blood and prevent loss of the blood during injury. Now arteries carry pure blood from heart to the all the part of the body. They are thick walled and do not have walls. Veins carry impure blood from all part of the body to the heart. They are thin walled and have valves. Now capillaries are very narrow blood vessels which connect arteries and veins together. They help in exchange of food, water, oxygen, carbon dioxide between the blood and cells take place through the capillaries. Now heart. Heart is a muscular organ which pumps blood to all parts of the body. It has four chambers. The upper chamber are called atria and lower chambers are called ventricle. Since the ventricle pump the blood to different organ and its wall are thicker than the atria, the right and the left chamber are separated by a septum. It prevents the mixing of the pure or impure blood. The atria and the ventricle have walls between them to prevent the backflow of the blood. Pure blood is the oxygenated blood and impure is the deoxygenated blood. Now you can see the working of the heart or circulation of the blood. When the left atria relax, then pure blood from the lungs flow into it through the pulmonary vein. When it contracts, the left ventricle expands and blood flows into it. Then the left ventricle contracts and pure blood is pumped out through the aorta to all parts of the body. After circulating through the all part of the body, the impure bloods enter into the right atrium through the vena cava. When the right atrium contracts, the right ventricle expands and the blood flows into it. The right ventricle contracts and the blood is pumped to the lungs through the pulmonary artery. In the lungs, carbon dioxide is removed and oxygen is absorbed, and then the pure blood again enter the left atrium and process repeat. Now the lymph. It is a colorless fluid present in the intercellular space. It is formed from the plasma which escape from the capillary. Lymph drains into lymphatic capillaries which form lymph vessels and join into large veins. Lymph transport the digested fat and drains excess fluid from the intracellular space back into the blood. It contains lymphocytes which kill germs and protect the body. And one thing is more important, double circulation. When the blood flow from heart twice in one cycle, that is known as double circulation. मतलब one from body part to heart, second is the lungs to the heart, that is the twice in one cycle. After that, heart of the mammals, bird, amphibian, reptile and fishes. Heart in mammals and birds have the four chambered heart, and the right and the left side of heart is separated by a septum. This prevents mixing of the pure and impure blood and provide efficient supply of oxygen. This is necessary because they need more energy to maintain their body temperature. And the heart in amphibian and the reptiles They have three-chambered heart and allow some mixing of the pure and impure blood because they do not use energy to maintain the body temperature. Their body temperature is same as the temperature of the surrounding. Now the heart in the fishes. They have only two-chambered heart and blood is oxygenated in the gills. You can see in the picture. Rest we will discuss in the next lecture. Till then, stay at home, stay safe. Thank you.